對偉達嚟講咧，有一個問題咧，唔問係唔得嘅。其實點解佢咁中意騎馬咧
？Horses is all that I know, really. If you put me behind a computer or you ask me to do accounting, mathematics, geography, I wouldn't pass a grade 7. But you give me a horse and I'll compete with anybody in the world. That's what's in me, that's in my blood, that's all I know, it's what I've grown up with, and that's how I perfected myself around horses. It's pacifying, and it's something as if they're my partner. There's a unique feeling when I'm on a horse.
嗱，偉達咧作為冠軍騎師攞獎就攞到手軟㗎啦。咁但係邊一個獎項佢會係最難忘嘅咧
I know I should be pinpointing a few, but obviously my nine premierships have been very memorable. Being the most popular jockeys, been memorable. But I don't necessarily look at one individual one and say, well, that could be the best. I think winning my first premiership is the most memorable. Obviously, I worked hard for that, and it was a special time in my life, having been first-time champion jockey in Hong Kong.
好多人話咧，想隻馬快啲咧，打多幾鞭啊，咁就得㗎啦。但係據偉達嚟講咧，並唔係咁樣嘅。最緊要咧係你了唔了解隻馬。
I'm probably a lot different to a lot of other jockeys in that I've been criticised since the day I got here. I've been criticised since the day I was racing about the use of the whip. I'm a jockey that gets to know my horses. I study my form, and I become quite synchronized with a horse. For instance, if I'm racing in Europe, in England or France, I don't necessarily ever get to sit on those horses or see those horses, but if I sit on them for the first time, I can tell you 50% about them already. Once I've cantered down to the start, I can tell you 90% about the horse. The other 10% is up to tactics and how the pace is run. So I believe I always try to get my horses to run as fast as possible to produce the best. And of course, if a horse needs to be whipped by the whip, I will use it. Me as an individual jockey can get to win without the whip, and I think that's something that I've tried to perfect.
喺馬圈工作咧，好多人都認為應該要靠朋友啊嚇。對偉達嚟講咧，佢話係朋友係要互相尊重嘅，不過最緊要咧就係自己有冇實力。
I don't think any relationship is just a working relationship. You have to have some. I don't say you have to be the best of friends, but you have to have a mutual respect and a mutual understanding of the people you work for. I'm probably one of the few jockeys that don't socialise purely because I've learned from young, and it's been instilled in me that jockeys, when you socialise with jockeys and you become best friends with a lot of jockeys, it makes my life, because I'm so competitive, it makes my life a little bit more difficult in racing, because if a guy's my friend and he happens to be on my inside and he's trying to come out and I'm on the outside, there's no ways I'm letting him out. It's just my nature. But if they're one of your best friends, it might go through your mind, let him out. And then I can't be satisfied with myself, and I can't be satisfied that I've given my owners, my trainers, my horse every possible chance of winning, because if I hold him in, I could maybe win and he finishes second, but by letting him out, he could win and I finish second. So it could be a difference in winning or losing. So I try and keep my friendships with jockeys minimal. I respect them. If we happen to all go out and have a drink, by all means. But I don't necessarily have good friends as jockeys, except for one, Felix could see. He's my best friend. We've been friends for a long time. But we understand each other. When we jump out the gates, we're not friends. It's pure work, pure business. And that's the kind of relationship him and I have. And that's the kind of relationship I have with when I do jump out the gates, I'm on my own, I'm for myself, and if you're in my way, you're in trouble.